that's what's going on in our lives right now, and that's real. But again, that is reality, and a lot of times people sugarcoat it or focus on the things that really don't matter. And I think it's important to talk about what's really happening to us so we can be better prepared, and then not even be prepared, but know the importance of having our own, and knowing the importance of the things that you do, of being an entrepreneur, so nobody can tell you what to do. Exactly. And then the more of us that come together, the stronger the force is. So thank you for coming. Thank you. I'm a big fan of entrepreneurship. I think it's very important. So please let everyone listening know who you are and what you do.
I am. First of all, thank you for having me.
Of course.
Thank you. And hello to everybody out there. I guess I'm here trying to figure out what my camera is.
All over, girl.
All over. So yeah, my entrepreneurship go way back. My mom was an entrepreneur.
Really?
She was. Are you familiar with Tidewater Yacht downtown Portsmouth area, the waterside?
Yeah.
My mom used to repair all those yachts down there.
Okay, so wait a minute. So you grew up seeing your mom be an entrepreneur.
I grew up seeing my mom be an entrepreneur.
So what was that like?
Hard work. Trust, I'm not a physical laborer person, but we had to get out there and get it done.
So you helped?
I had to help. We had to go down there and get mix the primer. We had to sand the boats. We had to put the fiberglass. We were jumping from yacht to yacht. We would clean some yachts, and we didn't even know how to swim.
Did you appreciate the fact that she was an entrepreneur? Did you understand what that meant?
Oh,
that
absolutely.
She made her own money versus working for somebody else?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She would have us do the bid. So she would go down there and she would say, okay, I got a yacht. You know, this is what the bid is going to be. I need you to write this contract out for me, fill out this invoice, and this is the check we're going to pick up today.
Wow, that's dope.
Yep.
Let me tell you, it's the reason people are born to the families they are. Because I would have been, your mom would have been mad at me because I would have been like, I just want to relax. I just want to lay out on the yacht.
Oh, we tried. It was hot. You got to remember, it was hot. It was days like 100-degree weather. We had to go out there and sand yachts.
How many siblings?
4.
So all 4 are out there
all
working?
All 4. All 4. Hold up. We started at age like 9 and 10.
Oh, our kids are out there now with us.
Yeah.
They got cameras. They got equipment. Today is the first day in a while that they haven't been on set with us. So, yeah, we understand, but I didn't know that. That's dope.
Yeah,
so that was the influence.
That was the introduction to entrepreneurship.
Okay.
So my mom went out there, and my dad, they both were painters.
Mm-hmm.
They separated when I was able, but they both were painters.
Mm-hmm.
So I would see my dad leave work and then go to somebody's house and paint their house. My dad's 75 years old right now. He would turn a kitchen right now. He would strip your cabinets, paint, and put it all back together.
Oh, so
he's still out there. He probably out there cutting somebody's grass right now.
You were made to do this.
I was made to do this.
You couldn't say, "Oh, I work at a call center." Now again, no shade to anybody doing that, especially if you got taking care of your family. But you were made to be an entrepreneur.
Build something on the side.
So are all you guys entrepreneurs?
Two of us.
Out of 4.
My oldest and my but it's in us. The other 2 they just like.
It's a lot of work. It is. It's a lot of work, and just a lot of patience and a lot of
gut punches.
A lot of gut punches, especially in that they said the first 3 years, a lot of companies don't see any profit. So it is just knowing that, getting over that 3-year hump, and just knowing that you are worth it.
Absolutely. And then not only that, I had to find myself. So my personal entrepreneurship started when I was 17. Mm-hmm. My personal entrepreneurship started when I was 17. I was introduced into direct sales. I had no clue what that was, but my son's father, he was like, you should do this. I was like, so I tried my hand at it. I was pretty good. I thought I went in there as fun. Yeah. But when I started making money, I was like, whoa. Whoa, hold up. It's a business.
It's real.
I'm getting money, Mm-hmm. So then I just started weasel my way around, began to go to training. And 27 years of NC training is crazy. And the only reason why I could keep up with it because my son is 27, so I go by his age. You know what I mean? And so I tried my hand at the direct sales and everything until I realized in 2014, I began to realize I need to be helping people in other areas. Mm-hmm. And I began to bring who now is my mentor. He used to come in and speak. And I used to bring different groups together, entrepreneurs together. He would come in and speak and pour into them. Yeah. And I did that for like 2 years, and then I stopped. I pumped my brakes.
So you guys focus more on how to start a business, the things you need to get everything started, or kind of like once you're in, how to do the finance and things like that? What do you got?
So my focus is, if someone looking to do something and want to do something, like right now I'm working with a friend, and she's like, I want to do this, I want to do that. So I ask a lot of questions. What is it that you want to do? Have you taken this test to find out where your gift is? Things like that.
I say the same thing.
You gotta know
to know what their passion is. Because so many people who don't even know, they teach us in school to go to school and to just go get a job. You know what I mean? And to not really find out who you are. So people sometimes just go work at it, whatever. And a lot of times here, it's a telemarketer or it's just whatever. You know what I mean? And if they don't really know who they are, so the aptitude test.
You have to know who you are.
Yes, exactly.
And it's so many tests that I tell people, take this, like, know who you are, know who people are, so you can communicate with them. So I try to help people network the right way, communicate with people the right way, connect with people the right way.
Yeah.
You know, I was at a networking event today, and just knowing how to connect with people in different areas who can help you and you can help them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It was my reality check when I was on this job in 2001, and it was great job, quote unquote. And I mean, it was, I went in on my own hours, things like that. They were like, Dana, you always late. You want to come in when you want to come in? I was like, hallelujah, because I can't get here on time. And so we got laid off. And I was like, whoa. But I still had this other business going. Everybody mad, everybody crying. And I'm like,
I'm good.
Oh, I got money. So I didn't go back to work for 2.5 years.
Wow.
And I lived off of what I was building on the side.
And how many kids do you have?
I have one.
Okay.
And he like 10.
It's either you who they have one child who's like a whole bunch of kids and got a whole bunch of kids. It's like no really in between nowadays. But I noticed that. Like I have a friend that has one son, and her son, he like I don't even want to watch him. I got a whole bunch.
Ooh, my son's
like,
27, but ooh.
Lord. Well, yes.
Yeah. So it was that reality check, and I got laid off. And until somebody get laid off, it only took me once. It take me one time to be hurt. It take me one time. And I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that again. So that one time I got laid off, I say reality check. I got to make sure I always have something coming in extra that I'm in control of.
Right.
So if I get laid off right now today, I can go make some money.
Yeah.
And that's what I want. I want to teach people how to do that. Yeah.
So how do you teach? What do you do?
Teach people how to do that. Okay, so first of all, you ain't gonna do nothing unless you got your mind right. Got to get your mind right. Mental health. Because if your mind is not right, you're gonna go out there and people gonna say, "No, I want to do this." But man, I ain't trying to do this. They don't want to do this.
Yes.
No, you got to go back out there.
And we say mental health. We had a show on mental health a few weeks ago, and I just want people to understand that even if you don't have a diagnosis of mental health disorder, so even if you don't suffer with depression, anxiety, ADD, these things like that, PTSD, major depression, you might not have a disorder, but mental health is still important to the fact where your mind has to be in a ready mindset and a peaceful and a prepared mindset to do anything extreme. And when I say extreme, entrepreneurship is just that. It's very extreme. So you have to know how to find peace. You have to know how to rest. You have to know how to not hold on to grudges, because when you hear no, when you have your friends who aren't supporting the way you want to, you have to know how to deal with that in a healthy way.
You do. And no harm intended, but don't even look to your friends to support you.
Come on.
Like, don't do that. They're gonna support you in the end. When you meet, they're gonna be like, "Oh, girl, I knew you could do that all along."
That's
what you
my
want
girl.
me to do?
That's exactly.
Don't look to them. You go out there and you build. You go and meet new people. You go and network, which is why I'm having this networking event in October, so people can begin to cross network.
Right.
You have to know how to meet other people and see what they're doing and how they can help you.
And find like-minded people.
People.
Yeah, because if you want to go out on a limb and you want to be an IT person, have your own IT business, you need to find other people in that field that will just motivate you as well. We need people around us in this entertainment industry, in the media, they compare to us. They know more than we don't know everything.
Mentorship.
So, exactly. You have to have a mentor. Exactly. You have to have people that you, again, can pour into, so you can feel like, even if the funds aren't coming in like you want, you can still feel like you are having a purpose at that point. I
tell people, you have to sow seeds. If you're not sowing the seeds, don't expect the harvest.
Exactly.
So you're not going to get out there and make the money you're looking to make right away. You got to sow seeds. You got to let people know you exist.
Yes.
You got to go out there and get punched in the gut. You got to do some free stuff. Like, I'm doing a free event this weekend to train people how to have professional skills. And it's free.
Because when you go to those free events and when you go to those things, you will 100% of the time, unless it's just you in a room, you're going to meet somebody. You're going to meet somebody that's going to want your business card, that's going to need some help, or that knows somebody that knows somebody. You just never know. So you just can't, turn your nose up or be like, I'm this, I need to make money. I saw an interview Oprah did for British Vogue, and she was saying the biggest mistake young people make now is they go out of college thinking that their brand is already multi-million-dollar ready. And they just feel because they have a whole bunch of Instagram followers or they have a great idea that the world should just be handed to them. And it's like, no, you have to work. You have to climb. Oprah didn't become Oprah overnight. Oprah was told no a whole bunch of times, was fired because she was told she wasn't attractive enough. And Oprah kept pressing. And then she just, it all turned around for her because she changed her thinking. And of course, she probably met people that was able to help her, but it all didn't just happen overnight. And people are about that microwave society now, and they want it to happen right away, and they treat people like they are already at that point, and it burns bridges, and it's not a healthy way to conduct business. So,
right.
Yes,
it's one thing to mentally think, like, for instance, in my mind, like, I already have millions, but it's foolish to think it's in the bank.
Yeah, and then treat people like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I already know. I see where we're gonna go.
Yeah.
I see the community. I see the land. You know, I visually see where we're going to be and where our family is going to be. But I will never, even if we get to that point, treat anybody less than. You know what I mean? Or if you come to me and say, "Can you guys come do my fee is $20,000?" What it look like? I hope one day, but it's just not. There's being realistic with your goals.
And even when you get to that point, at sometimes you're still going to give back to something. Exactly. You're still going to give back. Somehow, because just as quick as you got it,
you can get it back.
It could be taken away.
And Oprah in the same vein. She's the last year she was the person that gave the most charity, like, in the world. It was her.
There it is.
And I didn't know. I didn't hear about the stuff she do. Jay-Z and Beyonce, they pay people in jail. They pay for lawyer fees and they give them commissary. People who are in jail for nonviolent offenses. I didn't know that until recently. They do stuff like that. You got to find a way to because the universe is real, karma is real. Whether you have that the Christian mentality, religious mentality, or you just believe whatever you believe. I don't know anybody who doesn't believe that what you put out don't come back. That's real. And it might, I seen something, it might not be you, it might be your kids. I don't want nothing coming back but good stuff. I don't got time.
Good stuff. I don't have time.
I got a bad back. I don't got time for nothing. I don't got time for nothing extra coming my way. I just want great stuff. That's it.
That's it.
So you mentioned the event in October. What's going on in October?
The event in October in Maryland, there was an event that went on last year in September. It was an awesome event. It was all these businesses that came together. My mentor is out of Maryland. We on the phone with him every morning for 15 minutes. He does a breakfast call, so he just pour into us. And at this event, like, all these businesses came together, and I'm looking around, and they just, like, networking, and just, it's this lady named Tina Frizzell that puts on the event. It was her first event, but she actually worked at NASA. So she put out all this money to have this event. And my mentor pulled me out, and he said, "Look, Dana, you see that event? That event need to come to Virginia." And I was like, whoa.
This was last year.
This was last September. And I was like, man, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know. And he was like, you need to make that event happen. I was like, I don't know. So this event was supposed to happen in January. Wow. And it did. We never put it together. And I called him. I was like, I'm going to put it together. It's going October. So I've been planning this for about 6 months. Okay. And I've been, like, on social media, just promoting word of mouth, going to networking events.
So October. What's the
October
date?
13th. Okay. It's the second Saturday in October.
Okay.
It's an all-day event. It's a threefold event. Networking, workshop where we're going to be pointing to you, having you reflect, do some things, past, present. It's called Past, Present, and Future. Okay. Where were you? Where are you now? Where are you trying to go? Okay. And then it's a seminar. We have speakers lined up that's going to just point to you where they've been, the journey, the ups, the downs. And you may be like, you know what, I was there, but I didn't think to get out of it that way. Yeah. So it's just listening to other people's stories from different business to learn.
So I heard the networking piece. So say there's somebody that wants to have their own business, but they are shy. A lot of times I do see this in the community of entrepreneurs. It can be somebody that has a great idea and they have a great business plan, but they are not comfortable with just walking up to somebody saying, this is my card, this is what I do. Is there something, any kind of advice that you can give to that person, or maybe at your event, that they'll be able to learn a strategic way to approach them, to be able to network, to promote themselves to people, new people?
I'm going to give away something right now that I'm going to give away at the event. It's the very first piece of the event. Ooh. I wasn't shy, but I was very reserved. I'm a super extrovert. Like, I will talk to anybody, anywhere. But I'm like checking you out first. You know what I mean? And I learned through all of my training. I'm going to get this for free. Y'all write it down.
Listen up.
It's a 4-letter word called form. You can talk to anybody with that 4-letter word. where are they from, what's their occupation, what they do for recreation, and then the message. What do you do? What I do? Oh, and by the way, this is what I do. And this is what I'm doing.
Boom. Form.
Boom. Done.
Where
Form.
you from? What you do for recreation?
Occupation.
And what's your message?
That's it.
I learned it, y'all. Quick. Come on. I mean,
Where you from? What you do for a living?
Right.
Recreation and the message.
Okay.
That's
so
it.
That's a tip for anybody who might be like, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to say. Because I'll admit, like I'm intro extra. You know what I mean? I can be by myself at home chilling. But I have, if like I'm out in an event, I'll life of the party, talk to anybody. I don't have a problem with any of that stuff. But I do not like selling. And you know, to be an entrepreneur, you have to sell yourself and to sell your business. So sometimes I'm just like, they'll learn, they'll see, they'll come, but you have to put yourself out there. So that's a good.
But they'll be attracted to you too. So I go to a networking event every Wednesday, right? And we have like 60 seconds to talk about what we do. Only thing I say is I do professional skills and personal development. By the end of that networking event, everybody coming to me and say, tell me more what you do. I haven't said much.
The energy.
It's the energy. It's how you carry yourself. It's your
real.
posture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you don't have to say much, but people will be attracted to you for who you are.
Yeah. I know. I agree. But it's still that piece. You. It's still that piece too. Yeah. Especially like if you're going out for like sponsorship.
Oh yeah.
That's when you're going to the people.
Yeah.
It's one thing to be in an environment and you be like, hey, then you're like, hey, give me some money. You gotta. It's a little different.
But you know what? I pay people to do that. Girl, you know how to, girl, here, get me some sponsors.
When I tell you I literally hired my best friend about 2 weeks ago to do that, she's great. She's very professional.
Yeah.
I was like, here you go, talk to her, and yeah, that's the one right there.
You have to realize your weaknesses and your strengths.
Absolutely.
And I know I'm not good at going to ask nobody for no money. Look, you do that, look, I'm going to pay you, you go write my sponsor letter, and you send them out, get it done.
That's so funny. Absolutely, yeah, that's me. So October 13th, the time is, what happened? October 13th, what time is it?
October 3rd is an all-day event. Doors open at 8. Continental breakfast start at 8. Okay. Between 8 and 9, we socializing. 9 o'clock, event starting. Then we're going to break for lunch. We're going to have a DJ there. So I call it an edutainment event. Okay. So you're going to be educated and entertained. Nice. Because nobody like just go and sit and just like, I'm going to be honest, I'm a teacher, but I don't like school. Yeah. But I like to learn. Yeah. So nobody want to go there and just be like, oh, they like this. So we're going to have some fun, too. You know, you come there, learn a little, have fun. Okay. So I call it fun, finances, food, and friendships.
That sounds great. So I want to come. So if anybody else listening wants to come, how do they register for the event?
So they can go to the website rtgwllc.com. That stands for Release the Giant Within. Okay. It's the acronym for that. rtgwllc.com. And if they want to get free tickets, hint, hint, clue, clue, you can send an email. And I'm going to put your name in a scrambler to rtgwllc@gmail.com. I'm going to be giving away 2 tickets between now and September. So 2 in July, 2 in August, 2 in September.
Okay. And just email you and say that they want to enter the contest.
I want to enter for free tickets to the October event. Put the name in the scrambler. I'll send an email. Look, you have the ticket. Your name came up.
Nice.
They'll be at the door.
Okay. I'm entering tonight, y'all. Just know I'm coming. I'm coming in the building. That's awesome, Dana. Yep. Thank you so much. Do you have anything else coming up that you want people to know about, or is that the main event? That's the main event, but like I said, I mentioned I have a freeze this Saturday. This Saturday coming up. Okay. Anybody who want to learn professional skills and personal development, how they can apply that to their business or just everyday life, or anyone who really just want to stay on the 9 to 5. Yeah. Because it's the same across the board. You got to work on you. You're not going to go sit in an interview if you scared and nervous, you don't know what to do. Exactly. So that's free. Confidence in the workplace, confidence in yourself. Yep. How to carry yourself with a business mentality to be able to succeed. Yep. And that's at the Churchland Library. What time? That is going to be from 11:30 to 2. Okay. So Dana, by any means, I ask all my guests. I already know. By any means necessary, what will you do either for yourself or professionally? For myself, like I focus a lot on other people. Do you? Yeah, because I feel like it comes back. Okay. And so what I like to do, like if I can just show so many more people how you cannot be broke, I would do that. I'm serious. I just want people to know. That's so needed. I just want you to know. Like my mom passed away in 2012. I left home at 17.
I went back home twice. It was because I had to. One, I was sick, and one, I was going through divorce. My mom, I didn't need for anything.
Yeah.
So there's a way, like, there's a way that you can make this thing happen. I can show you how to do it.
It's real.
So by any means necessary.
Come on. I'm going to teach y'all.
I'll make sure I ain't broke.
That needs to be a book. Let me teach y'all how not to be broke.
I'm actually in the midst of writing a book right now called Empowered. When you know better, you do better. And it's about that.
Yeah, that's dope. It should be a chapter, though. You
don't
got to be broke.
About it. I think about my ending.
You don't gotta be broke. You don't have to be broke. I just want to read that.
You know, and it's a difference between being broke here and being broke in the bank. You know, you may not have it in the bank, but you can't be broke here.
Yeah, because once you believe it, you can manifest that. Like, you gotta always know, and it can be real. Like, dang, like you got somewhere to stay, your bills is paid, like you got food in your house, you got clothing. That stuff is real, and it's a cliche. People say, well, as long as you got your head, that's real.
It's real.
Because like we got a bunch of kids, and everybody fed. You got clothes, you got somewhere to live. So as long as that's straight, we good. And everything else gonna come later.
Yep. I think I learned it from my mom. Cause I realized, and then when I got old, I was like, she ain't really have it, but we didn't go with that.
Yeah, ever. Our kids will never think like, dang,
how did she do that?
Yeah, y'all gonna always have.
You
and just
always
not
have
know.
some.
And they it's to the point where they think,
we got all the money.
Yeah. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
Like, what about them? Like, hold up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'd rather them think
because you know how to go get it. You know how to go get it. Yeah, my niece and nephews think, I got a text now, my nephew, Aunt Dana, send me some money on my Bluebird. I'm like, hey, I even told him about it. Y'all don't tell him about the Bluebird. Don't ever
I don't know what that is, but I can't tell my son. My son calls me all the time. Mommy, can you
it's like a cash app.
PS4 card? Oh, okay.
Well, you just drop money.
No, we ain't doing that. That's what we ain't doing. No. Someone want a dog or all that. No. Okay, you gonna get a job? Something you get a job, pay for the dog? You gonna get a job to buy the food? Because I'm not doing it.
Yep.
We got y'all mouths to feed. I'm not paying for no dog.
There you go.
No. So
yeah. You don't know about the market him because he's a dynamic artist. I'm like, oh yeah, he about to get some money.
Your son?
My nephew.
Your nephew? Is he local?
He in Newport News.
Listen, we in Hampton. If you're looking to do some graphic design.
Oh, he's good. Yeah, I will.
We need the artist.
Yeah, he's really good. I'm gonna show you his picture here in a few minutes, but I'm like, oh, he draw like that. Oh boy, you about to make some money.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank
it's
you
been
for
a
having
pleasure.
me.
It really has. I think just the knowledge you have and the desire to help people just not be impoverished and not be broke in spirit or in the bank is really awesome.
Oh yeah. Like, people gotta get away from that mentality. Like it's like y'all were talking earlier. You gotta share. You gotta support each other.
You have to.
That's where the money. That's how the money flows.
The most successful people, they give back, and their mission of their business is to help other people make money. We talked about that before, so that really is that's where it's at. So again, thank you for all you do. Everybody on YouTube, I'm not sure what happened to Facebook, but we're going to post the whole video from today from YouTube on our Facebook page so you guys can see the rest of the show. Thank you for tuning in to By Any Means Necessary. Thank you again to my baby Nick.